Hey ladies, real quick, if you leave a comment below, I'm going to be selecting a winner from the comments once a month to win either this really cool, awesome t-shirt that's totally unique for Inspireful Women or a cool houseplant just like this, your choice. So leave a comment and let's go ahead and get started. Let's get into position for the lifts. Now this exercise is pretty much like a one-arm ta-da gesture, like ta-da! That's basically what we're gonna be doing. You want to mount your band below hip height, exactly where it can vary a little bit. I find that I like mine around knee-ish height. You're gonna play with it because since it's a diagonal movement, it's like depending on how high or low it is, you're gonna feel more tension either at the top or down below. You just try to get a feel for what you like. To start with, you might try knee height like me, but I'm a different height than you, all this other stuff. So just play with it. From there, you're going to step out and the band is gonna come in a straight line out to your hand. So straight line here, which means that my body is just behind it. So my body is technically just behind where the band is anchored, if that makes sense, in a front to back sense. I'll show that to you from the side in a minute. Now you can hold the band just like this in your hand, or you can also wrap the band around your palm if you like as well. If you're gonna do that, I would recommend holding the band, wrapping it at the top here across the back side of your hand and around the palm, just as far as it just feels like the best pull with the band when it's like that, okay? So here you are. You want to step out until you have like some starting tension. This arm here, it's like on the opposite side of where the band is mounted, right? The band should be pulling your arm across you and there should be just a little bit of tension in this starting position. So this arm is mostly straight with just a little bit of a bend and it's here across my midline as the starting place. My palm is technically facing my abdomen right now, okay? My thumb kind of close to my abdomen. You want to have your feet about shoulder width apart with your toes pointed forward. You want to pull the shoulder blades in and down the back. Gently pull the belly button into the spine. Remember, the focus here is that this is a core exercise, even though what we see moving is our arm. It's not an arm exercise. It is mainly a core exercise. As we do the movement, you want to focus on keeping your shoulders and hips squared to the front, okay? So hips are squared to the front, shoulders squared, you and I squared to the front, right? So neither of us should be kind of like turning our hips or shoulders to the side when we pull the band, okay? Hi, I'm Razel. If you're a woman in your over 40s like myself and you've been wanting to get into resistance training at home, but up to this point you've felt kind of intimidated, not sure where to start, you want to do it with good form so you don't hurt yourself, I specifically create detailed tutorials that really break the movement down for you. Here on YouTube, I do the how-to, but over on my website, I also go into additional detail, things like common mistakes to avoid, how to make the movement harder, how to make it easier. If all of that sounds good to you and you like my style of teaching, come on over to my website at inspirefulwomen.com. To do the movement, keeping a mostly straight arm and a nice neutral wrist, you're going to pull the band up at a diagonal pattern, up and out to your side like this. At the top, your palm will be facing out. And then you're gonna bring it back to the starting position, and now my palm is facing my abdomen again. So we're gonna pull up and out in a diagonal pattern, keeping those hips and shoulders squared to the front, and then back. Now, this out part can be a little faster. As you come back, you want to do that more slowly. Control the pull of the band back. So we don't just kind of like go like this, right? We want to control the back. The muscles are basically working just as hard, just in a different way on that portion of the movement. Let's go ahead and do a few together. I forgot to mention that your non-working arm can either be just here at your side, as mine was just now, or you can also do something where you just put that hand on your hip to monitor for movement, since we are trying to keep everything nice and still in here, and that's kind of the goal of the exercise and how you know you're getting the right work. Putting your hand here can be helpful, right? Because it can kind of help you know if like, oh, am I kind of like moving with it or whatever, right? So just holding that there, that can help you to keep your pelvis nice and still. From this angle, you can kind of see my body placement in relation to the band. So you can see how the band comes out from the anchor in a straight line to my hand, right? And how my body is just a little bit behind it, right? You want to have a little bit of a bend in the knee. This is going to really help the core to work harder versus having a straight leg, okay? Let's go ahead and do a few from the side together now. Thanks for being with me today, ladies. Once again, I'm Rayzell, and if you're a woman in your over 40s like myself, and you'd like to do full-length follow-along workouts with me in beautiful outdoor nature settings like this, along with chill music, sometimes stream sounds and bird song, if that sounds like more of your style these days rather than all that intense high energy music stuff, come on over to my website at inspirefulwomen.com.